Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha Sibanda, and today we're going to be talking about things that I find super strange as a Botswana in Nigeria, right? As you guys know, my fiance slash my future husband in 2 weeks is Nigerian, right? And I am from Botswana. So currently I'm here visiting him in Nigeria, and there's some things that I would say for me are very unusual. Like, unusual is even an understatement, because I don't know, I feel like Nigeria is in its own universe. Like, you know how they said Wakanda was in West Africa, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Nigeria is the Wakanda of Africa, like, at this point, because it's so, I don't want to say above their league, but I want to say like unusual. And you know, there were a lot of things from Wakanda that were very unusual to us. For example, them picking Americans and making them do African accents. I always found that weird, but that's not the point of this video. That's for another video. But like, guys, didn't you find it weird in Wakanda, like how they took Americans and then they're making this guy like try and sound African? Like, I found that so weird. Like, I must protect my kingdom from problems in Wakanda. I found that very weird, because it's like Americans trying to impersonate Africans is like nails on a chalkboard. It's like it's painful to hear. It's very painful. Anyways, how y'all doing today? I'm good, I'm happy, I'm glowing. I'm feeling so happy today, guys. We're going to be talking about things about Nigeria that are absolutely outrageous to me. So if you're interested in that, please give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because we're so close to getting 800 subscribers and we're not there yet. And it's... Guys, you want me to start crying? Is that what we want to do in this channel? Like, because if you want to see me cry, I can cry. Let's start the video. So the first thing that I find unusual about Nigeria as a Botswana is NEPA. If you've never been to Nigeria or you've never encountered a Nigerian, for sure you don't know what NEPA is. But NEPA is basically the National Electric Power something of Nigeria. Basically, it's the people who give them motlakase, right? Well, who doesn't give them motlakase? But let's get more into that. So guys, in Nigeria, they don't show you this in the movies. I don't know how, maybe they have filming particular times or whatever. But like, guys, in Nigeria, electricity just goes like this. Like, at any point in the day or night, it just goes. And the funny thing, like, this is the part that flabbergasts me. Nigerians are just there like, oh, NEPA, why you go take light now? Like, guys, it doesn't make any sense to me, because imagine it was Botswana and our electricity left us every single day. The number of people who be striking by Botswana Power Corporation would be crazy. Our whole population would be there striking. But here it's so normalized. They're like, oh, NEPA, why you gonna take light? NEPA, why you gonna do me like this? I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And apparently it's something they grew up with. Like, my man's is 28 and he says that this is something he's used to in Nigeria for his whole life. They'll just take electricity and you don't know when the electricity is coming back. It's not like load shedding where there's a schedule, yeah, from 10 to 12, yeah, there's no electricity, you know. It's from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. if they want to take it. And guys, it's so common that most people in Nigeria actually have generators, and there's this like alarm that they put in their houses so that they know when like the electricity is on and they can turn off their generators. But for people who don't have generators, for example, me and Men's here, like in this house, when NEPA takes light, they take light. Like, even now, I'm filming like quickly because I'm like, please NEPA, don't take the light from me, or please, oh, I beg. I just feel like I feel for them, because if I grew up, like, I understand now, no offense to Nigerians, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But I understand why they're in every single country, you know? Like, you know how they say that, like, if there's no Nigerians in a country, it means that the country is not habitable for human life. I understand, because I also would not want to stay in a place that doesn't give me electricity. And the funny thing is, electricity can just go for 3 days or so, and then they'll be saying the national grid is down. What? Like, what national grid is this? And like, they're making it sound like it's just one grid powering the whole country. What do you mean the national grid is down? And petrol is so expensive here. So imagine you have a generator. Like, the amount of money you're spending on petrol. And also, petrol is like very scarce in the country. Finding a petrol station that actually has petrol. Guys, most of the petrol stations here are empty. Like, they don't have petrol, they don't sell. And then I'm just there like, why is there a filling station here if it doesn't provide petrol? And then people are like, it's how it is, oh, it's how it is. And I'm like, what do you mean it's how it is? Like, it shouldn't be how it is, oh. Like, like, these people are like so used or like psychologically manipulated by what's going on in the country. But I just feel like it's just a whole lot of economic and social issues that have been so embedded into their systems that they don't see a problem. And the funny thing to me is electricity is paid for. It's not free. Like, I'm not begging you for electricity. I'm paying for electricity and you're not giving it to me. When I'm paying for it, I'm paying for electricity, I'm paying for generator, I'm paying for the fuel in the generator if I can actually find fuel. Like, no, I can't be this mad. Like, I can't be this mad. Oh my god, I need to calm down.
Calm down.
So the second thing I find completely strange about Nigeria is pure water. Okay, this is how most people package their water, like most sellers, because you can't drink the tap water. Just don't drink it if you don't want cholera. My question is why? I don't have a problem with it. It's fun, like it's different for someone like me, obviously. But my question is, who said, today I'm thirsty. Yesterday I was thirsty. So I go collect nylon now. I go collect nylon and pour my water inside nylon and tie it, and sell it to people. And I go call them pure water. Whose idea was this? Like, tell me, who invented pure water? I feel like pure water is convenient, like for short term, like you're walking outside and you're drinking water and stuff. It's easy, it's convenient. But like, it's so inconvenient when like you're trying to pour water in a bottle, because it's just, I don't understand, because it's like in Russia, we can't drink the tap water either. So we use like 5-liter bottles of water. You buy a 5-liter bottle of water. That makes sense to me. I feel like that's convenient. Maybe it's because the plastic is cheaper, but isn't plastic like bad for water? Doesn't it, like, I don't know. Isn't this bad for the water? I just don't understand. How healthy is this, guys? People who are more educated on biology or any other science, I didn't do any sciences, like people who are more educated, is this really healthy? In the long run, is this really healthy? Because this is what we're drinking like on a daily.
A few moments later.
There's also something else that annoys me about pure water, right? I'm done drinking, like I'm not thirsty anymore, and I can't put it down like properly because it's gonna probably start spitting. Like, that annoys me too. I just find it so, like, why? And also, like, another thing I find unusual, and this one I noticed it through my fiance. You know how like when we're, I don't know, maybe just Southern Africans in general, or Botswana and South Africans, from what I've seen, like if you're gonna eat, it's either you're just eating your food by itself, or maybe if you're eating bread or not eat, or you get like juice or something, right? These people eat their food with water. It doesn't matter what they're eating, they eat their food with water. It flabbergasts me. And I started doing it, and I'm like, shit, I've been in Nigeria for too long. Because it doesn't matter what they're eating, they will eat that food with water. For example, I could give my man's bread, boroto, like bread and eggs. And then I'll be like, so what do you want to drink? And there's drink, like there's Fanta, there's Coke, there's everything in the fridge. And he'll say, bring water. Water? Like, I don't know. Do you guys eat with water? Is it just me? Am I weird for thinking that's weird? For me, it's like some things. For example, if your food is like spicy, fine, water on the side. But I'm giving you bread and you're drinking water. Okay, so the next thing I found super crazy about Nigeria, right? And this one, I hear it every day. So there's this particular sound that maybe, for example, when a combi driver is trying to get your attention, or for example, people on the street who are selling something want you to come and buy, there's this particular sound that they make with their mouths. It's like, and the reason I find that so unusual is because that sound in other parts of the world is like a kissing sound. It's like cat calling, but they use it to like get someone's attention. Like they'll be like, oh, madam, and I'm like, it's just so crazy. That whole concept to me is just so crazy. Every single time someone calls me like that, I'm just there like, you know, like, because why are you calling me like that? It's just, and they do it every day, everywhere. Like if you're on the road, if you're in keke is this 3-legged mode of transportation that you can take. It's like public transport. But if you're in keke, if you're in like Okada, like it doesn't matter what you're in, like they're making that sound, like calling new customers and what. And I don't know, I just find that so crazy. That kissing sound, particularly where I come from, when boys are calling you with that sound, it doesn't mean what it means here in Nigeria. You know what I mean? And also on that sound thing, Nigerians are like all business whatnot minded, right? So like there are people like on the street who buy iron, like old iron. So like maybe for example, if you have something that's iron and it's not working anymore, they'll buy it from you. Then maybe they take it to manufacturers. I don't know what they do with the iron, but I know they buy it from people, right? So when those people are on the street, do you guys remember how like there was a particular sound that the ice cream man would make when he was crossing in our streets? If you're from Botswana, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That clown bell, that clown thing. You know what I'm talking about. That particular sound, we knew it meant ice cream. They have particular sounds for a lot of things. So they have a particular sound that people who are selling iron make. It's like so every single time I'll hear that sound, I'll be like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing? And then Aziz will be like, these ones are selling iron. And then there's also people who like barb hair and like stuff, and they have scissors. And then they'll be like clipping that scissor and it's making like this ting ting ting. And I don't hear the difference between these sounds, but Aziz does. He'll be like, those ones are selling iron. Those ones are barbing hair now. Like, can't you hear? And it's like they have so many different sounds and they know the meaning of each one. It's just I just can't believe it. There's barbing hair, there's irons, there's people who cut nails. Oh, and there's people who sew, like they carry sewing machines on their head and they're like smacking that sewing machines, and there's a particular sound that makes. And these people know what it means. Like they don't even have to be looking. From their houses, they can hear it and hear that, okay, someone who's sewing is passing. And it's like, to me, all these sounds, like they all sound the same to me. Because it's like the ice cream man, it was very particular. Come on, it was a horn. That was a very particular sound. But like so many different sounds, and these people remember every last one of them. That's impressive, and it makes no sense to me, but they're doing it. Another thing that like flabbergasts me about the whole of Nigeria is that most people here, like maybe 90% of the population, shop in marketplaces. And when I say marketplaces, I mean like outside marketplaces where people are selling stuff. There's Spa in Lagos, there's ShopRite, but people are going to marketplaces to shop. The concept of it just shocks me, because it's like you would think that they're going to these marketplaces because they don't have anywhere else to go. But the grocery stores are there, but they don't want to shop at the grocery stores. They want to shop at the markets. And I think the reason people like to shop at the markets is because Nigerians love to negotiate. Oh my god. My man's sister, right? If they price something for her, like let's say for example she's buying like meat, and then they say that meat is like 10,000 naira, that's like 100 food. She'll be like, 1,000 last. And when they say last, it means that that's the maximum they're willing to spend. She'll be like, last 1,000. And then she'll end up buying the meat for 1,500. And it's like, and like it's crazy, because I noticed that they price the stuff based on like maybe for example how you're dressed or how you look. So guys, if you ever come to Nigeria, don't go to the market looking nice. Even if you are not looking nice, the fact that you don't understand pidgin, those people will finish your money. That's what I noticed. That's why like whenever me and Aziz like go to the market, I'm just quiet, because I know the minute I speak and they hear that foreign accent, already they're hearing Oyibo and they see money. So it's just crazy to me. They just enjoy negotiating. I'm pretty sure they do. Oh, and guys, another thing that is crazy to me about Nigeria is that malaria is like the flu of Nigeria. My man will just be like, before I came to Nigeria, he'll just be like, man, I have malaria again. Like, what do you mean? Like, this can't be normal. Like, guys, I am so terrified of getting malaria once in my life, and for them it's like a cold. Like, you get malaria and you shake it off. Like, what? You don't even go to the hospital when you have malaria. And I feel like my immune system, if I get malaria once, I'm gone. Like, guys, I'm so scared to get that. That's why like we don't really open the door, especially at night, because if a mosquito comes in and gives me malaria, oh my god, I'm bedridden. And it's like for them it's so common, like West African countries, because even Samia, she's from Benin and it shares a border with Nigeria. She says that malaria is there's the flu, it's so common here. Like you can go to any single pharmacy here and find malaria medication like on the counter, because that's how common it is. It's like basically flu. You get it, you shake it off and you move on. You're sick for like 2-3 days and you move. The last thing that I find extremely unusual about Nigerian houses is that most of them don't have a geyser. This is just basically going to be me talking about the bathrooms, right? They don't have a geyser. So basically most people are bathing with cold water, like unless you live in like a high-end house. For me, that's crazy, because guys, Botswana, I don't know, maybe it's our bodies or something, but naturally, unless it's super hot, like it's just what it is, coming here. And for my man will get in the shower and the water is freezing cold and he will shower, and I'm like, me, like it touches my back and I'm like, guys, I even boil water now. I'm not bathing with that shower. I told him, because I got sick from it, I am not bathing with it. Like I boil my water and then I like use that water to shower, because guys, no, like no no, like there's no geysers in the houses. And it's not even just here, like all the houses I've seen, I haven't seen a single geyser. I'm sure even if I tell men's what is a geyser, I'm sure you can't tell me. because this is just not common. And I asked him, is this how you guys grew up? He's like, yeah, we grew up bathing with cold water. It's like, it is what it is. Bathing is like one of those things that you just have to do. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know how nice it is to take a nice warm bubble bath and enjoy what you're bathing in. Not like it's by force. You know what I mean? And it's like, I love to bath with like super hot water, like to feel like the water is just, you know, burning my skin off. That's the kind of water I love to bath with. So it's like cold water is just there, guys. But yeah, he's come to the brighter side. He's now bathing with warm water as well. So I fixed it. I fixed the problem. So yeah, those are my things that I find very, very unusual about Nigeria as a Motswana. Let me know which of these things are normal for you and which ones are the most unusual. I was actually supposed to film a video with my boyfriend today, but I just had to film this. Come on. Did I call him my boyfriend? My fiance. But like, yeah, I just had to film this. So next week I'm gonna upload a week in my life video, and then the week after that, I think that's when I'll film like a video with him. So 2 videos from now. Just be patient with me. Be patient, guys. The content is coming. Like, oh my god, I feel so motivated because my man was telling me how he loves my content, and he was saying like, oh my god, I believe in you so much. I'm like, oh. So yeah, guys, I'm so motivated, and I just hope I can keep this up because I'm so enjoying it. Like, I'm super happy, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this rant of mine. I feel like all my videos are rants at this point. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.